We should have watching here to straight no one sitting from 12 hours and 80s. Probably is not from Ramesh. I see really. Shall we go to the second or something? Yes, really. We want something. Or we got like this part. We think probably is yourself others can come. You initiated quickly. Earlier name is Tariqa, now it's Haridas. And I will be taking it and the power coexist. Only we need to buy like this. Like this, so that we can take some of these down. The government and country. Yeah, making go away. But we can sell this one. Realization. Only you could idea that only new devotee initiated. That's why Harida. Hey, whenever you can come and join the program.
Oh, you went to Harinam?
Yeah, every Sunday. You remember you came once?
Yes, I've been a couple of times before.
You come on like even for like 10 minutes, 15 minutes.
I can't something to do
Yeah, not now, in general. Just
In
remember,
general, yes.
every Sunday with us.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
happy
down
people.
yet.
The thing is, we'll see the whole class. Of course, you are the. I'm master's law public health. Right. Basically, in India, what did you do? I have completed BSc in microbiology. So, biology. So, what type of jobs you get once you finish this global public course? So they do the research how disease. So they have a research related. I am in IT, but I work for a healthcare. So we develop a healthcare. So all MS software. That's good. My name is Scott, my name is Radha. Parents give me the Radha. That's for my name. Thanks for coming. Program started for the yes, one of the duties that we did but it was soon 11:30 time, so I just came early. No problem, no problem. Absolutely no problem. You can just practice some books. Thank you. So that it's really oh, right. Yeah, then what happens is, fourth Sunday, we have Kirtan from 11. Kirtan Sunday. One to Kirtan. That's the way. Not here. No, not the fourth Sunday. Every month, fourth Sunday. So otherwise, yeah. If you come in, and yeah, we have water. When did you come? Okay. stuff about this. So, even in Ghana, what's his story? Apart from this, what's his story? Very important. You want to from our culture, work is what? Take right, there is take that for that's from my that's nice. That's it. We have a alternate Fridays, we have an exclusive youth program for students. We have alternate Fridays. I will touch with some youth leaders here. Friday. So, how far the by any other how to do this. So, each part of our yes, many students are there in the school. They do some part. They are very recently our students have done. But, yes, it will be here, right? So program is going to present to one RG. I will take. That's what I 12:30 to 1 RG. 1 to 2 class. So today the class is given very young student. Relay. And then 2 30 to 45 we have kids. 2:45 first to 7 3 o'clock. That's what that's the standard. On fourth Sunday, 11:30 onwards, we have the exclusive 11:30. 11:30 3 o'clock. To ask you to give half an hour a small talk. So what common language? So Be part of our family. So there was education with nice services. Service that no, let's look. Honestly, I just mentioned Rama, Rama, once they accept that, then how many years you go? You are going and we are like it's not like Almost same. Okay. ಆಹಾರದಲ್ಲಿ ಭಯ in ourselves. We need a house. Maizma. Maizma means a family. These four family like sense. These four are common in animal, right? In animal and human being. Animals do before human beings are this. ಆಹಾರ ಅಂತ ದಯಮಾಡಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸಮನ್ಯಾಯ ಮೇವಾದ ಸಮನ್ಯಾಯ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಪರ್ಸುದಿರ್ ನಾರಾಯಣ animals in human being. Then what is the difference? See, thermohydration, adiposity, of dhamma, understanding dhamma, following dhamma. See, adiposity, additional joy for us. And thermo, nahina, no follow dhamma. Very good. Okay, we may have some luxurious line, we have posh line, we may have it, but still we are equal to enough. So that's the your slow path. They can stay in their houses and relax and take a rest. No, slow path. And the responsibility of really living local is the responsibility of really living. Everyone should do it. So focus on your material service. How I would another respect. We add it. Correct, sure. That's the important point. You have to be. I start speaking to the part. But I feel like it's very important. He has that concept. Told me, he explained me what he understood. I think that's the way you have to do it.
वो गाना नहीं है इसलिए हरे कृष्ण कौन नहीं है Hare Krishna.
Yeah, sing something, not the sing. I will just testing. Sing for 1 minute.
Krishna, Krishna.
Sharma.
Hare
अच्छे से बजाओ। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे रिकॉर्डिंग में है लाइव है हरे हरे कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम हरे के बजाओ, बैठ जाओगे तो बनेगा वेव्स। बैठ जाओ, चलो
हमारी आवाज है। Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
What do you think? Okay, right?
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare
श्री राधा गोकुलानंद भगवान की जय, श्री पंचतत्व की जय, प्रभुपाद की जय। नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामी इति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यादेशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. जय राधा गोकुलानंद श्री राधे जय राधा गोकुलानंद श्री राधे जय पंच तत्व जय पंच तत्व जय पंच तत्व जय पंच तत्व जय गौरानिताय 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 जय गौरानिताय 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 जय गौरानिताय जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय प्रभुपाद प्रभुपाद जय जय गुरुदेव 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 जय जय गुरुदेव श्री हरि नाम संकीर्तन की
प्रभुपाद की इस्कॉन संस्थापक आचार्य शिला प्रभुपाद की नमो ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अस्तोत्तर सत श्री श्रीमद् भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी महाराज प्रभुपाद की अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की नामाचार्य हरिदास ठाकुर की प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुल राधा कुल गिरि गोवर्धन की श्री श्री राधा गोकुल नंद की वृंदावन धाम की मायापुर नवद्वीप धाम की मथुरा धाम की द्वारिका धाम की गंगा माई की जमुना माई की भक्ति देवी की तुलसी महारानी की साम वेद भक्त वृंद की ट्रांसेंडेंटल बुक डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन की पतित पावन हरिनाम संकीर्तन की इस्कॉन मैनचेस्टर की शिला प्रभुपाद की निताई गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल all glories to the assembled devotees all glories to the assembled devotees all glories to the assembled devotees all glories to Sri Guru and Sri Gaurang all glories to Srila Prabhupada.
Vishu Hare Krishna.
Namaste Narasimhaya
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Pranadana Dada विद्या दलिता हिरण्यकशिपु तनुभृङ्गा केशवदीता हरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे केशवधृता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय नरसिंहदेव 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 जय नरसिंहदेव जय भक्त प्रहलाद प्रहलाद महाराज भक्त प्रहलाद जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद निताय गौर हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल श्री श्री नरसिंह भगवान की जय पाद की गौर गौर प्रेमानंद
आपने शुरू करो
10 minutes late. So Prabhu is asking to sing there also.
ओके
जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभ यशोदानन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जन यशोदानन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जन यमुनातीरे वनचारि यमुनातीरे वनचारि जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवर धारी यशोदानन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जन यशोदानन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जन यशोदानन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जन यशोदानन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जन यमुनातीरे वनचारि यमुनातीरे वनचारि जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम
Hare Krishna. Thank you all for coming to this Sunday Feast program. Sorry we were running late. Is it okay if we use that stand? It's a little bit difficult, isn't it? Hare Krishna. Can you all hear me? Jai. You can see it? Yeah. This verse. Okay, what is ISKCON Manchester without some technical difficulties? So, this Sunday we'll be discussing a little bit about controversies from Ramayana. But before that, I want to take the blessings of all the assembled Vaishnavas. I am very, very neophyte compared to many persons in this room. Immediately I see over here Radhavinod Prabhuji is there. I see Chand Prabhu and many others who are much senior to me. So I request blessings of all the senior devotees before I begin. Along with us today we have some amazing personalities. First and foremost we have Shri Shri Radha Gokulananda and Shri Panchatattva who have joined us today. We also have the Guru Parampara, and of course sitting at the back we have Srila Prabhupada, by whose mercy we are all here. And so in the Vedic tradition, in our culture, the way we begin any discussion is by taking shelter of one's authorities. And so we will take shelter by chanting the Mangalacharan prayers. So if you can all recite with me. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. If you can all recite along with me. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Caitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padhan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha. He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dheena Bandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute. Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Jai. So is that all? So we'll be reading this verse. This verse is from the 19th chapter of the 5th canto of the Srimad Bhagavatam. So the Srimad Bhagavatam is considered to be the essence of all the Vedic literatures. And in particular in the 5th canto, what happens is there are different prayers done by different personalities depending on their residence. So we are all here on the Earth planet. You all know that we're here in ISKCON Manchester. Hopefully you know that. So we are on this Earth planet, but this Earth planet, it is in a section of the universe which is in the center. And then along with this you have many islands, or you can say divisions of the universe, which go out. So we are on Jambudvip. But there are many divisions like this, and the universe is far greater than one can understand. And this is very nicely described in the 2nd and 3rd cantos of the Srimad Bhagavatam. All the spiritual sciences, they have understood all of this material science, but they go even further. Right? Many times people, they look at Krishna consciousness, they think it means, oh, these people don't know what they're doing, they're not educated, they don't have any knowledge. But if you look at the 2nd and 3rd cantos, it's very precisely explaining the nature of the material universe. The 3rd canto, 11th chapter, is called Calculation of Time from the Atom. You might think, what kind of spiritual text will discuss this subject matter? But this is what spiritual science means. It means that there is a complete understanding of everything. So in the 5th canto of the Srimad Bhagavatam, the denizens of Kimpurusha Varsha, a certain section of this universe, they are offering prayers. And their worshipful deity is Lord Ramachandra. And the prayers are being led by Lord Ram's greatest devotee. Who is that? Hanuman. So Hanuman recites the verse that you see here. I'll disconnect this. So Hanuman recites this verse. Can you all? Yeah? Brilliant. Na janmanunam mahato na saubhagam. Nava na buddhir na kritisto shahetu. Tairyad vishrishta na pino vano kashas. Chakara sakye bhata lakshmanagraja. Would anyone like to recite?
Najanmanunam mahato nasobhagam.
Najanmanunam
Nava na buddhi na kritistoša hetu.
na buddhir na kritistoša hetu.
Tairyad virishta na pino vanaukashas.
Tairyad vishrishta na pino vanokashas.
Chakara sakye bhata lakshmanagraja.
Chakara sakye bhata lakshmanagraja. Any of the Matajis? Najanmanunam mahato na saubhagam. Nava na buddhir na kritisto shahetu. Tairyad Vishrishtan Apino Vanokasash Chakara Sakye Batalakshmana Grajha. Can we go down to the word for word? Sorry. Na, not. Janma, birth in a very polished aristocratic family. Nunam, indeed. Mahataha, of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Na, no. Saubhagham, great fortune. Na, no. Vak, an elegant manner of speaking. Na, no. Buddhihi, sharpness of intelligence. Na, not. Akriti, features of the body. Tosha hetu, the cause of pleasure to the Lord. Tai, by all those above mentioned qualities. Yat, because. Vishrishtan, rejected. Api, although. Na, us. Vana okashaha, the inhabitants of the forest. Chakara, accepted. Sakye, in friendship. Bhata, alas. Lakshmana Graja, Lord Sri Ramachandra, the elder brother of Lakshmana. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, Abhay Charanaravinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki. One cannot establish friendship with the Supreme Lord Ramachandra on the basis of material qualities such as one's birth in an aristocratic family, one's personal beauty, one's eloquence, one's sharp intelligence, or one's superior race or nation. None of these qualifications is actually a prerequisite for friendship with Lord Sri Ramachandra. Otherwise, how is it possible that although we are uncivilized inhabitants of the forest, have not taken noble births, although we have no physical beauty, although we cannot speak like gentlemen, Lord Ramachandra has nevertheless accepted us as friends? Responsively, please. One cannot establish a friendship with the Supreme Lord Ramachandra on the basis of material qualities such as one's birth in an aristocratic family, one's personal beauty, one's eloquence, one's sharp intelligence, or one's superior race or nation. None of these qualifications is actually a prerequisite for friendship with Lord Sri Ramachandra. Otherwise, how is it possible that although we uncivilized inhabitants of the forest have not taken noble births, although we have no physical beauty, and although we cannot speak like gentlemen, Lord Ramachandra has nevertheless accepted us as friends. I'll read the purport. In a prayer to Krishna, expressing her feelings, Srimati Kunti Devi called him a Kinchana Gochara. The prefix a means not, and Kinchana, something of this material world. One may be very proud of his prestigious position, material wealth, beauty, education, and so on. But although these are certainly good qualifications in material dealings, they are not necessary for achieving friendship with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. One who possesses all these material qualities is expected to become a devotee, and when he actually does, the qualities are properly utilized. Those who are puffed up by a high birth, wealth, education, and personal beauty, Janmaishvarya Shruta Shri, unfortunately do not care for developing Krishna consciousness, nor does the Supreme Personality of Godhead care about all of these material qualifications. The Supreme Lord is achieved by devotion. Bhaktya mama bijanati. One's devotion and sincere desire to serve the Supreme Personality of Godhead are the only qualifications. Rupa Goswami has also said that the price for achieving God's favor is simply one's sincere eagerness to have it. Lolyam eka mulyam. In the Caitanya Bhagavat it is said, I'll skip the verse. Behold the great fortune of the devotee Kola Vecha. Lord Brahma and Shiva shed tears upon seeing his greatness. One cannot attain Lord Krishna by any amount of wealth, followers or learning. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is non-different from Krishna, is controlled only by pure devotion. I won't go into the pastime now, but this translation is very beautiful. So remember that Hanuman is saying this verse. Now Hanuman, of course, he's very intelligent, he's very scholarly, but he's very humble. And he's saying that Lord Ram became friends with us not because of our material qualification, because we have none. Right? The whole purpose of religion comes from the Latin religare, which means to bind, to reconnect with the Supreme. In the same way that yoga comes from the Sanskrit word yuj, which means to connect. So the whole purpose of everything that we do, if we are honest with ourselves, is we will give a different reason. We will say sometimes, oh, I'm trying to become happy, or I'm trying to do this. But every action we do is actually because we are trying to find real happiness, and that happiness can only be achieved by coming in connection with Krishna. That's the part we don't understand. Okay? So let's say, very simply, some of you are sitting in one way, some of you are sitting in another. Raghu Prabhu here, his legs are probably aching, he's held his legs up. Our Atul Prabhuji, he's holding his head with his hand. Why is it that each of you are sitting in different ways? Why? Trying to become happy, it's more comfortable, right? You know, you will say, oh, I want to sit in this way because it's more comfortable for me. Some of you are listening to me. Some of you are sleeping. Why? Because the person that's sleeping thinks, by sleeping, I'll at least be able to get some rest. So I'll become happier. And the person that's listening is listening. Why? Because they think by listening I'm going to get something. So I'll become happier. In other words, the motivation behind every single activity that we do is actually to get happiness. Right? Atyantika sukha pravritti, atyantika dukkha nivritti. This is what the Vedanta explains. Every action we're trying to maximize happiness, or conversely minimize misery. It's the same thing. And so we are trying to find this happiness, but it's understood that if there is a happiness that I am seeking for, and nothing in this world can provide me that happiness, it must be understood that I'm not meant for this world. We always are desiring something. And actually the reason for that is because we are desiring Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So, in this way, the point of the verse is actually explaining that the Supreme Lord, when He becomes pleased, that's how we become pleased, He becomes pleased not with our beautiful looks. He doesn't look and say, oh wow, Shubham, such amazing hair you have today. Now I'm very happy. This is not what Krishna says. Rather, what is explained, the Supreme Lord Ramachandra is pleased not by any of the material things, but by the sincerity of the practitioner. I can declare myself, look at me, I am such a great Hindu. This is material qualification. I have studied XYZ scriptures. I have memorized all the verses of the Gita. Krishna will say, so? Krishna doesn't care about these things. These are material qualifications. To please Krishna, you need to have spiritual qualification. And that spiritual qualification is not erudite scholarship. It's not eloquence of speech. It's not beauty. It's not high birth. But it's sincerity. This is what pleases Krishna. Okay, now let's take the examples in this verse. Let's take the things that it is described. So let's take first and foremost. Can you scroll to the word for word? So the first one that comes is Janma. Janma means high birth. Can you, any of you that know the Ramayana, can you give me an example of Lord Ram becoming friends with someone even though they are not from a high birth? Guha, the boat. Oh no, you're saying the boatman who takes across the. Okay, yes, the boatman. Yep, that's one. Shabari, yes, so Shabari. We'll discuss the Shabari pastime as well. So Shabari is there. Anyone else? Guha, yeah, I gave that one away. Sugriva, yes, he's technically not he's not a human. Vanara means am I even human? So he's a monkey. Any others? Vibhishana, so a demoniac person. Yeah. Okay, I'll give one that everyone's missing. Jatayu. So Lord Ram was not even present for the cremation, the final rites of Dasharath Maharaj. But he personally conducts, this is the greatness of the Lord, he personally conducts the cremation for Jatayu, who's an eagle. So in this way we can see, none of these material things will please Krishna. We get so many material things because we're trying to please other people, you know. I want high education, I want higher salary. And you can show all these people all these things, but guess what? Friends, I hate to break it to you. In 100 years from now, it will be 2124. Most of us will not be here. You can take your high qualifications to the grave. And that's it. You invest all your time and energy in those things and they will go like that at the time of death. These are not real qualifications. So we have to invest in those things which are genuine. The actual qualifications. And this is what this verse is telling. Let's try one more time to share the screen, you know. I'll try. Just once and see. Shri Ram desires. No. Is it there? It's coming? Jai. Shri Ramachandra Bhagavan ki Jai. Okay, so that's there. So Lord doesn't see externals. Then you may say, what does the Lord see? It's gone? Okay. Wireless? I'll try wireless connection. Testing. Samsung. Connecting. So we might say, okay, what does the Lord take? And the Lord takes the mood in the heart. So now, does that mean I can just do any nonsense I want and I say, oh no, I'm doing it to please Krishna? No. You can't cheat Krishna. Krishna says, Dutyam Chalatyan Masmi. He's the greatest cheater of all the cheaters. We cannot try and trick him. It's okay. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But it's explained. What does Krishna see? What does he take? Murko vadati Vishnaya, dhiro vadati Vishnave. Ubhayostu samam punyam bhava grahi janardhana. It's explained that a foolish person who doesn't know Sanskrit, they will say Vishnaya namaha. Why? Because you say Ramaya namaha, Govindaya namaha, Madhavaya namaha, Narayana namaha, Keshavaya namaha. But what do you say for Vishnu? You say Vishnave namaha, because it ends in U, Ukarant Shabda. Guru, you say Gurave namaha. So a foolish person will say Vishnaya namaha. A learned person says Vishnave namaha when they're offering respects unto the Lord. But guess what? Ubhayostu samam punyam. They both get the equal result. Why? Bhava grahi janardhana. Krishna takes the mood in the heart. It's about what is inside, the sincerity that we have. That's what Krishna takes. In the pastime of the Damodara Leela, Nalukavera and Manigriva, these two devatas, they are bathing. It's on this side. They are bathing in the Ganga, the Mandakini Ganga. And they offend the great sage Narad Muni when they are bathing in the Ganga. And there again it's mentioned the same point. You can be bathing in the Ganga. You can be in ISKCON Manchester. None of these things will necessarily mean Krishna is happy. What makes Krishna happy is the bhava in the heart. He knows when we are trying to cause nonsense, create politics, create rife, create distress, trying to exploit other individuals. Krishna knows. So the basic thing that we should do through all of our activities to try and please Krishna is try and be sincere in our devotional service. This is the way that we please God. God is not pleased simply by material benefits, but it's through service, right? Just think logically. If I go to you and I say, oh look, I study at this university, I earn this job, I do this, what pleasure you will feel? Will you feel any pleasure? You'll think this guy is just arrogant, selfish, useless rascal. I don't want to be friends with him. So why would Lord feel anything if you have all these things? Look at me with my flashy car, cool sunglasses, Rolex watch. None of this makes a difference. Krishna doesn't care. He doesn't see those things. So that's what we should endeavor for. Now, it's okay. we'll leave it. It's fine. The scriptures, what they explain is that you can understand scriptures on 3 levels. Okay? So how many of you have heard of the story of Ramayana before? Please raise your hands. How many of you? Okay. So if I were to ask you, do you know the Ramayana? Most of you will say yes. Right? I don't want to challenge you, but we will have a quiz later on. We'll see who actually knows the Ramayana. In reality, none of us have sat and read all 24,000 verses of Valmiki Ramayana. A lot of the knowledge we have of Ramayana that people claim to know Ramayana is from the TV serials, which sometimes go on. I still remember when I was very young, I used to watch these Ramayana TV serials, especially the fighting, Yuddhakand. That time in the movies that I used to watch, an arrow would shoot, and all these colourful effects would come on the screen, and then an arrow would come from another side with more colourful effects. I don't remember what I knew, what I didn't know, but I remember that was very nice. The constant fighting back and forth. The Ramayana is a text which is not just the property of the Indian people. In fact, the Ramayana is a text which is the property of the world. Because Krishna, or God, is not owned by a certain set of people. If think this logically. God is described as what? Infinite. If I then take the infinite and then put limitations on the infinite, is that any longer infinite? No. So to say that Ram belongs to us is not correct. Ram belongs to everyone. God belongs to everyone. And so, this Ramayana is not just the property of the Indian subcontinent. In fact, you can travel a little further from India to Thailand. And they have something called the Ramakien. I had a few photos, but I cannot show now. Oh, I can't show you the video. There's a nice book called the Ramakien, which is their version of the Ramayana. Exactly the same characters, same pastime, same story. And in fact, in Thailand, in Thai boxing, is anyone here interested in Thai boxing? Ramesh is really interested, I know. In Thai boxing, all the moves are named after the Ramayana. I had some photos to show you all these cool moves, videos to show you, but you cannot see. Like one of them is called Hanuman jumping over the bridge to Lanka. So jumping over the ocean to Lanka. Another one is called Lakshman killing Indrajit. So in this way, they have all these different moves, which are coming from Lord Ram and Ramayana. One time, one of our devotees, he went to Africa. Bhakti Tirtha Swami Maharaj, he's preaching in Africa. And he spoke to one of the locals there, who was the ruler, and he said, oh, we are called Kushites. And Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj didn't understand. What does this mean? Kushites. We are called Kushites because Kusha used to rule African subcontinent. Kusha is one of the sons of Lord Ramachandra. So people, they take Ramayana. Many people that know the Ramayana, they think of it as mythology. The word that we use to describe the Ramayana and Mahabharata, these texts, they are called itihasa, historical texts. The first way that you can understand scripture is the literal understanding. You must understand it to be literally true. Know what's happening, know who the people are, know the story. This is very important. You still have many evidences. The caves that Sugriva stayed in, they are still found. You can see exactly the Ramasetu today, the manifestation of it. In this way, you can understand that these texts are genuine historical texts. It's not a phantasm, creation of imagination. Someone dreamed up one day when they were doing some drugs. This is real life. Okay, this is what actually happened. Many times I've seen presentation like this. That Ramayana is just mythology. It's not. It's historical, it's accurate, it's factual. The Ramayana accurately describes the descent of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And in particular, Sri Ram is trying to do one thing. He is demonstrating how an ideal human being should be. So in each and every avatar, Krishna comes repeatedly and has a certain mood, a certain flavor to his pastimes. And in the purpose of Sri Ramachandra, the purpose of this avatar is to explain how one should live an ideal life. Ramachandra is called Maryada Purushottam. Krishna is called Leela Purushottam. He likes to enjoy pastimes. Ramachandra is called Maryada Purushottam, who is setting this example of an ideal person. Actually, the way the Ramayana begins, this text, is Kasmincha Gunavan Loke. It's asking, who is this personality who is with great qualities, with strength, with honor, with courage, with all of these things? Some qualities are listed, and then this description is brought. So in this pastime of Sri Ram, many people, they try and analyze and they just look at that literal, they sometimes discard that as well. But that is the basis that one must first understand. Then to go deeper, the scripture is not there just to tell you a story of historical events from the past. But the scripture is there to give you lessons that you can practice in your life. Me and you and I, we are having so many faults in our person. Right? None of us are perfect. And we have so many things that we can learn. The scriptural texts are meant to give us lessons. For example, Rama is banished to the forest for 14 years for exile. He was going to become the king. He was crowned as the prince. And he leaves on the instruction of his father. So this teaches us the lesson that we should be attached to service, not to the position that we have. Many times in life, we are very attached to what position we have. But what we should actually be attached to is what service we can do. So in this way, we are taught a lesson. Sri Ramachandra, when he's going to the forest, everyone comes. It's a real interesting thing that happens in the Ramayana. Everyone comes to try and stop him. And you see the way he deals with every one of them is so beautiful. Okay, Lakshmana comes. And Lakshman says, who has said like this? I will cut their face. I'll cut their nose. And then Lord Ram, he speaks nice words, pacifies him, keeps him peaceful. Mother Sita, she comes and she's crying that I will not go to the forest. I will not let you go to the forest. If you're going to the forest, I will also go with you. It's my duty as a wife to go with you. And then Lord Ram is saying, oh no, but you know, the thorns of the forest, it will be too difficult for your feet. And you will not be able to do this. No, she said, I will take the ascetic bark and I will go. And so Ramachandra then peacefully tries to speak with her, takes down the emotions. And when speaking to Lakshmana, he says, it's not Kaikeyi that has done this, it's not mantra, but it's destiny. So in this way, what does he do? He removes the person from being at the center of the problem. And so if you want conflict resolution classes, read the Ramayana. Constant problems, and there's always solutions that Lord Ram gives. So in this way, you learn the style of communication, that one should pacify and calm down the situation. Satyam bhuyam priyam bhuyam. That one should speak the truth and speak it sweetly. So this is another lesson. In this way, there are countless lessons that you can learn from the text. The second stage of understanding scripture is the practical. Taking lessons and applying in our life. But that's not it. The third stage of understanding scripture, the third level of understanding, is called the transcendental. The spiritual. It is that which goes beyond and understands the heart of the Lord. This requires a spiritual master. One cannot understand a text simply through reading themselves. Are any of you medical professionals? Yeah? Okay, a few of you here are medical professionals. Hare Krishna. You're also a medical professional, okay? Anyone that does surgery, if you're going to an operation, you do surgery? You were a surgeon. Okay, Manjula Mataji, that's perfect. When you were a surgeon, did you just read a book and then go into the operation theatre? No. How many of you here, if you wanted an operation, let's say you're having some replacement, and the surgeon says, I just read the book. I read this book, I bought it on eBay. I read this book. No, I read the full book. Don't worry, I read the whole book inside out. I've read every single page. I've made notes on it. I can show you my notes on my Notion page. It's very nice. I've taken notes and I've even scribbled. I've highlighted pages. Yeah, I've even written things in the book. Will you take me for your operation? You won't take me. Why? Manjuradhika Mataji, why did you have a teacher? But the book is there. You need a practical training from someone who's actually experienced. Exactly.
Why can't you do YouTube?
You need hands-on training, in person. Wow. I don't know, Many times people raise this challenge against spiritual life. I don't need a teacher. I have read the Gita myself. My friends, exactly this. Nowhere in life can you be considered proper in your subject matter unless you take the guidance of an expert teacher. I'm studying economics now. If I just read a bunch of papers, that doesn't make me a good economist. I have to speak and get training from economists to be considered an economist. I can read 1 million books. All that means is I've read books, but it doesn't mean I'm an economist. In that same way, to become a devotee, to become a spiritual practitioner, you cannot just read a book and come to analysis yourself. It's not possible. One should analyze under the instructions of an authority. Okay? So everywhere in life, people say, oh, religion, no, I don't want a teacher, I can read myself. But anywhere else, do you do that? You always take instruction from an authority. Actually, how do you know anything that you know? It's from an authority. We like to come up with I came up with this, I was taught this way. Everything that you know is actually from an authority. People are just taking from an authority. I say, maybe what color? What color are these flowers? And you will say? Pink and purple. Pink and purple. So yes, you have perceived with your senses, but actually you only know those colors are called pink and purple because your parents had taught you that when you were younger. Someone has told you. We like to pretend. How many of you have seen an electron? No one has seen an electron, but you all have faith that the electron exists. Okay? So they raise the challenge that in religion you have faith in things that you haven't seen. It's the same thing in science. None of you have seen an electron, but you've believed in its existence your whole life. Okay? In this way, we just place our faith in the authority of the scriptural texts, which are scientific, which are accurate, and which can be understood through logic and reason under the guidance of a spiritual authority. I saw a video recently, and someone had sent me this video. They were trying to challenge me, and it was a video about the Big Bang. In the Big Bang, there was no up, there was no down, there was no side to side. There was no time, a place with no time. It's before time, actually. It's mathematically unprovable. It's physically indescribable. I'm thinking, wow, how much faith do you have to have in this? You can't prove it through maths, you can't prove it through science. All you have to do is have faith. This is exactly it. We call this in science, we call this axioms. But in Sanskrit, we call this shraddha, faith. Faith doesn't mean some blind confidence, but logical understanding through an authority. We don't accept the Ramayana just because we like what it says. We accept it because we have understood. It is scientifically accurate. It is historically true. And if you understand the Vedic literature properly, you will come to understand that these texts provide the foundation of everything that we know. There are several incidents in the Ramayana that people often try and understand in the means of their own logic and intelligence. This is fine, but you should only understand with your logic and intelligence under the guidance of a spiritual authority. The first question that people have when they read the Ramayana is about Rama banishing Mother Sita. How many of you have heard this before? I'll explain the pastime. After the whole kerfuffle with Ravana happens, Rama comes back to Ayodhya with Mother Sita. And he is inaugurated as king. Now, as he's king, a proper king always checks what the people of the society think. And so it's understood when he sends people in disguise from the palace to understand what's happening in the local society, that people are questioning Mother Sita's chastity. Mother Sita was kidnapped by Ravana, the demoniac king, and kept with him for about a year. And although she remained separate in an Ashoka forest, untouched, chaste, people still questioned her chastity. And although she even proved herself through the Agni Pariksha, a test of fire, I won't go into that, she proved that she was chaste, people still didn't accept. And so word was going around the kingdom that yes, Lord Ram is so great, he has defeated the demoniac rulers, he has re-established proper principles of morality and righteousness. But how is he remaining with his wife, who has been in the palace of Ravana? This is what they were saying. First and foremost, I just want to clarify this here and now. It's not that one washerman said this. This was going out throughout the society. If you read Valmiki Ramayana, if you don't have Valmiki Ramayana, go to valmikiramayan.net on the web. All the verses are there. You can see clearly. It says all the people of the society were saying this in all corners of Ayodhya, not just one washerman. So everyone was thinking like this. It became a consensus. and they started losing their faith and trust in the king. Ram couldn't believe that he was hearing this when his ministers reported to him. So Sri Ram, what does he do? He goes himself in disguise to try and understand what the people of the kingdom are saying. And he hears this accusation. That time he hears it from a washerman. But actually this accusation was going around already. And in order to establish faith and trust in the king, Lord Ram has to make a difficult decision. The politicians of the present day don't care about what their view is, how they are presented to the public. They will do all kinds of things, and then they will remain as the leaders of the society. This is not the way that the Vedic society used to be. It's explained in the Srimad Bhagavatam 12th canto that the way that society is degraded is when politicians and leaders start behaving improperly. Because the way the leaders are, if they behave in improper ways, then how can the society follow them? This is going on YouTube, so I'm going to... How is it possible that you can trust party in power if they are going to... Sri Ramachandra wants to establish faith in himself as king. This is very important. The king should be able, the people of the citizens of the country should have trust in the leader. That's extremely important for the smooth running of society. So then, Sri Ram, he has to create a circumstance by which he can keep the people happy, but not neglect his duties as a husband. So what does he do? He instructs Lakshmana to take Mother Sita and leave her at Valmiki's ashram, not at some random place in the forest as movies sometimes show it. It's at Valmiki Muni's ashram, the place of a hermitage of a saintly person called Valmiki Muni. That's why he leaves her. When you understand this from the Valmiki Ramayana, all of a sudden all the doubts and confusions that are created through WhatsApp messages, improper movies, they all disappear. Sri Ramachandra has then taken his wife and left her in the hermitage. Okay? And in order to keep the people happy. Then again, he remained as he was. He did not marry someone else. And in fact, when there was a fire sacrifice later on, he kept a statue of Mother Sita next to him to conduct that fire, the yajna. So this is the first and foremost thing. So the term banish is actually incorrect. Banish means to exile out the kingdom. Sita was not exiled out the kingdom. Mother Sita was taken from the palace and left in an ashram which is in the kingdom. Second thing, Mother Sita, although she didn't know when she went on that journey, Lakshman then reveals it to her. Although she's distraught, she says, I am more than happy to do this if this is what will help society run smoothly. People are so selfish that they value their own loving connections over what is best for the society. The leader should not do that. The leader should do what is best for the society. And so therefore, to re-establish that trust, it's required. Sita Maya was pregnant at the time. Shri Shri Radha Gokulananda Bhagavan ki jai, Shri Shri Panchatattva ki jai, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Sita Maya was pregnant at the time. This is also sometimes put out there. Ram abandons his pregnant wife. No. Do you know what the most important thing is that you can do as a parent? It's to properly train your children. That is the most important thing you can do as a parent. That's your biggest duty. Taking Mother Sita and putting her in the Valmiki ashram, that means that Lava and Kusha will be trained by one of the greatest saintly personalities. That's that's an amazing thing. Right? Because they're going to be rulers later on, so they need proper training. They need understanding of morals and values. So in Valmiki Muni's ashram, Lava and Kusha were trained. Ram didn't. Now when you understand this, you're thinking, oh yeah, there is no controversy. Ram didn't abandon Mother Sita. He simply left her in an ashram and then came back. Then you say, but surely duty as a husband means I should protect my wife and I should stay with my wife. Surely. And for that you have to understand the third point, which is the spiritual point. There are countless pastimes, which I can quote from the Shastra, which have a certain caveat. For example, there is one. Certain demons, they do some prayers unto Lord Brahma. They take some vow. And Lord Brahma says, I will give you that benediction that you will not be defeated as long as Lakshmi and Narayana are together. So the demons think, oh, that's fine. Because Lakshmi and Narayana are always together. But because this pastime happened, those demons were defeated. So this is one caveat. There is a separate pastime in the, I think it's the Padma Purana. It's not coming exactly. I think Padma Purana, Uttarakanda of Padma Purana. Which is that there are two personalities who are causing great havoc in the heavenly planets. Although they are devatas, they are causing problems there. And so they keep on making a statement that as long as Vishnu and his wife are together, we shouldn't have any problems. You know, we say sometimes in the English language, as sure as the sun rising in the morning. You know, like everyone knows the sun's going to rise in the morning, so they were using that as a phrase to justify their nonsensical activities. In that way, this separation of Rama and Sita is actually also done for a spiritual purpose. So it acts as a filter for many pastimes to actually happen. Bhrigu Muni once curses Lord Vishnu, saying that he should be separated from his wife. He's God, Vishnu is God. This doesn't actually matter. But to be respectful to the sage Bhrigu Muni, Lord Rama creates this pastime. When we do an activity, we generally fulfill one goal. When God does an activity, he fulfills unlimited purposes. It's not just two birds, one stone, it's many birds with one stone. So this pastime is actually incredible for that reason. It saves so many things that happen so many times in Shastra because of this. And then the final thing is you must say, but surely think about a pregnant woman as a mother. You don't know, Sundar Caitanya, you're just a 19-year-old boy. You don't know what it's like. That's true. But let me just remind you, do you compare Mother Sita to an ordinary woman like yourself? Can you do such a thing? She is Mother Lakshmi. The entire opulence of the three worlds is at her bestowal. It's not two human beings that are engaged in a pastime, it's God. Don't think that you know God. This is God. So that's what we should understand. Ultimately, it's explained, Tad Vijnanartam Sagurumeva Bigachet. The way that one can understand the revealed scriptures is through a spiritual master. And so when we try and malinterpret these things ourselves, not misinterpret, malinterpret, improperly interpret, we try that with our own logic many times because we want to prove that we're great. When we try to malinterpret these things, we don't understand what's actually happening. Can I go another 5-10 minutes? Okay. The second thing that often people speak of is Rama, Sri Ram, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, killed Vali hiding behind a tree. Does anyone know this story? Please raise your hand if you know this. You have the microphone? Satish Prabhu. Would you like to explain a summary of what this pastime is?
Okay, so Sugriva went and asked for help that his brother is becoming a threat to him in spite of he being good. The only way to mitigate this is Rama helping by killing Vali. Yeah. So Rama agrees that given he's establishing Dharma there, because Sugriva is good and Vali is termed as bad because Vali is with the wife of Sugriva. So he decides to help. But the way Sugriva approaches is in a hastai. So the first time when they were fighting, Sugriva get beaten up badly. Rama couldn't help because he says that he couldn't identify the difference between both of them. They look alike. So the next time he was humble, and he took the blessings again with a garland put on his neck. He clearly knows the difference. So this time Rama kills, but from behind a tree.
Hiding behind a tree.
Yeah, hide behind a tree. So
Thank you.
that's the
Thank you
story.
very much. Can we have a round of applause for Satish Prabhu? Yeah. Prabhu, you should start doing Ramayana narrations. So yeah, what happens here is this. Although born in a nice family, Vali, he's acting in a demoniac way. And as per the Vedic texts, demons are not just people with horns coming out their heads and fiery mouths and disgusting faces. But demons are actually considered to be those personalities who have demoniac qualities, or who exhibiting demoniac qualities. So Vali is showing these qualities. What he does is he kicks Sugriva out of kingdom for a problem that he actually didn't do. He then takes Sugriva's wife and enjoys with her. And just in case that's not enough, he also becomes friends with Ravana. Cherry on the cake. You know, Sugriva, I don't know if people know this, but Vali and Ravana were very good friends. Yeah? So this is the kind of personality. Generally, it's described birds of the same feather flock together, we say in English. The principle is, you can understand a person by seeing who their friends are. Because you will only become friends with those who are like-minded, sajatiya. So if he's friends with Ravan, you must know what he's like. So, in this pastime, Ram hides behind a tree and shoots an arrow. And it goes and hits Vali in the heart. Like that. And people say that's Ram is killing Vali, hiding behind a tree. The first thing is, why did Ram not stand in front of Vali when he fought him? Go on, Manjumat. Yes. Guru Tattva, yeah. In that pastime. Absolutely, thank you, yeah. So I won't focus on the second one because that's not the focus of today, but the first thing is, Vali has this benediction, which is that whoever's in front of him, whichever opponent he has, he gets half the power of that person. So imagine that, you know, like I need to do 16 rounds. Yamuna Prabhu's done 16 rounds. I look at him, I take 8 rounds from him. So when Vali actually himself, he challenges, he says, Ram, they told me you're a noble warrior. How could you do this to me? He says, you're talking about noble and fair fights. Is that a fair fight as soon as you take half the power of the other person? Where is fairness in that fight? First point. So that's why Ram didn't stand in front of him. Second, Rama is a Kshatriya. Kshatriya means a person who is in the, government administrator, an administrator. The role of a Kshatriya is to remove bad things and promote good things. This is the purpose of a Kshatriya. Okay, so if there are womanizers, there are demoniac things, a Kshatriya or administrator or a governor should remove those things from society. They should be made criminal and they should be punished. That is the role of Kshatriya. So Ram says, well, first thing, you have this unfair advantage, which is obviously not, you know. Second thing, you are immoral. And so, in the same way that no one looks at the judge and says, how dare you kill a person, sentence a person to prison, you can't look at me and say the same thing. Second thing. The third thing, Vali has no right or authority to speak on morality when he acts in such a cruel manner. Okay, what does he do? He abducts, I will tell all the things that he does. He tries to kill Sugriv. He abducts Sugriv's wife. He tries to exploit and abuse her. He then steals away the property of Sugriv. He tries to destroy Sugriv with arson. And ultimately, the only reason Sugriv could survive is because he found a little loophole. Because Vali had a curse. So it's a little bit excessive, right? Like, this is not that bad. That's the point that Ramachandra says. Finally, according to the Vedic literature, these things which I've said, if person commits these activities, they're called atatayinaha. This word comes in the Gita as well, atatayinaha. Aggressor. And a person who is an aggressor, as per the Vedic injunctions, is allowed to be killed. Not because you want to kill them and get fun out of it, but because it's a moral duty to society. They are punished to death. Okay? And generally, there are 6 types of aggression. I just listed them. Generally, just one of them is punishable by death. Bali did all 6 of those. He got a bingo on the scorecard. So, of course, this is more than acceptable. Now, I know people will ask me about the death penalty, and I'm trying and understand. The reason we think in the way we think is because we're so influenced by society. But we have to understand that we can't just have faith in society. Don't just leave other people to do the thinking yourself. And so, if somebody comes to do these activities, they can be killed by the Kshatriyas. So then Ramachandra has done it for that reason. Yes?
So, there is an instance when one saves him.
Yes, that is true.
And Bali says to Hanuman, don't come in front of me, I will take all your power.
Yeah.
Hanuman says that I'm not your opponent, so you will not be able to take all or half of my power. So only an opponent can take, meaning the power.
But if Ram is there with an arrow, with a bow, he's an opponent.
No, hold on. So Hanuman says, I will defend Sugriv with my Gada, and I will not be your opponent.
Fine.
I'm just fighting for him. So he's not able to absorb any of his power, although he has a weapon in hand. And so it is quite insimilar to when Ram defends Sugriv and kills him. So that's why Bali says that you have done injustice to me, and I give you a curse, and Ram accepts it.
So is this mentioned in Valmiki Ramayana?
Yeah.
It's there? If you show me that verse, I'll accept what you're saying is true. If not, I won't. That's my only condition. Thank you. But the final thing I want to say is we have glorified Sri Ramachandra and we've established some of these things. It's explained in the Shastras. Satye dhaitya kuladhinasha samaye simhordva martya kritis. In Satyuga, the Supreme Lord appears as Narasimhadev and he destroys the demoniac king Hiranyakashipu. Tretayam dhaskandharam paribhavan rameti nama kriti. In Treta Yuga, the Lord comes as Ramachandra and destroys the 10-headed demon Ravana. Gopalan paripalayan vrajapure bharan haran dvapare. In Dvapar Yuga, the Lord appears as himself, Sakshat Krishna. Gauranga priya kirtana kaliyughe Caitanya nama Prabhu. And that same personality in the age of Kali appears as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Gauranga or Chaitanya is non-different from Lord Krishna or Lord Ram. But the difference is in this age, the purpose of the Lord's avatar or incarnation is that he is ever so mercifully distributing the highest treasure, which is love of God. And so to please Lord Ram, or Lord Ram in this age as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we have to follow the instructions which he has provided. And the instructions of Mahaprabhu are very simple. Basic instruction is this. Harer nama eva kevalam kalau nastyeva ghatiranyata. So, the name of Hari alone is the means of deliverance in the age of Kali. There is no other way. There is no other way. There is no other way. Of all the mantras, many mantras are there. It's described that this Hare Krishna Maha Mantra is the topmost because it provides the lowest person the greatest benefit if chanted sincerely. So, for us as devotees, we must first understand the scripture on these 3 levels, the literal, the practical, and the transcendental. We must do this under the guidance of an authorized teacher, otherwise we will malinterpret these things. And then, of course, most importantly, we shouldn't just leave this to be some theory and abstract dance. It's not just a dance in the realm of the abstract, but it's something that's lived. It's a spiritual science. There is a practice which we must apply in our lives to see transformation. And that practice which our dear Lord Ramachandra, in this age as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, is providing us, is through the chanting of the holy name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shri Ramachandra Bhagavan ki, Pavanaputra Hanuman ki, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki. Hare Krishna. One question? Any questions? Manju Radhika Mataji has one.
I just thought, because we were discussing so many nice points about Ramayana. Also, I just wanted to say I'd heard that when Sita was in Ashokvatika, there is no way anybody could have touched her, because number one, she is the goddess of fortune, and her strength was such that she was able to lift up even she was bow. So if she wanted to, she herself could have destroyed the entire Lanka. That was her power. But because the pastime had to unfold, so that's another thing that I think everybody, probably a lot of people might be aware. But this is how the pastime had to be. But
Thank you.
Yeah,
See, devotees are so nice that even Lord Ram is completely justified. Mataji still wants to justify, just make sure everything is very clear. This is what love is looking like. Yeah. So thank you very much, Mataji. Yes, this whole purpose is pastime so that we can benefit and progress. Shri Shri Radha Gokulananda Bhagavan ki, Shri Shri Panchatattva ki, Shri Guru Parampara ki jai. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Rama Rama. Hare Hare. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So thank you very much everyone for attending today's session. Really appreciate it. This is the month of Rama's appearance. So we have a festival. We will be celebrating here in the temple on 17th April. It's a Wednesday. That is the appearance day of Sri Ramchandra Bhagavan, Lord Ramchandra. So there will be evening program from 7 o'clock onwards. So because it is the appearance day of Lord Ram falls in this month, so we have dedicated this month to discuss the pastimes of Sri Ramchandra. Yesterday, Madhav Kumar Prabhu in the Saturday morning session, he focused on it, and today Sundar Caitanya, and there will be more sessions on this topic. So one very important announcement is this is for parents with kids under 15. So the child safety is very important. It is the responsibility of the parent to look after their own children. Children 15 or under. Children 15 or under must be supervised by parents. Okay? If you are not supervising your own child who is 15 or under, then there is a way you can designate an adult. It's not the temple responsibility to look after your children. Okay? If your child is participating the children class, the teachers will look after during that time. But it's not the temple responsibility. We will provide some education. We can guide you. This is this temple is open for everyone. So we have a very humble request, and I'll be making these announcements going forward on a very regular basis. So please kindly help us and look after, supervise your own children. This is very important. Yeah, it is. This is the law, ISKCON law. I'm going to put this in the notice board, but I will make this announcement. Also, if someone is not here today, you can educate them, right? So thank you so much. So today's feast is sponsored by Manjurada Mataji in loving memory of her late father, Mr. Brahmadev, very close to my surname, Brahmadev, daughter of Brahmadev. That's why she is expert in studying, isn't it? Brahmadev Bhaku. So Mataji had, it's nice to have a devotee, a child. Wherever you are, you'll be taken care. Yeah, we can understand. Prabhupada said, a good fruit comes from good tree. Yes, so we can understand, looking at Manjurada Devi, we can understand the father. So Mataji had sponsored in loving memory of her late father, and requesting all of you to pray for our late father. So let us chant one Hare Krishna mantra very loudly and offer prayers that way. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So on behalf of ISKCON Manchester, we pray at the feet of Srila Prabhupada, our Jagat Guru, and Sri Panchatattva Bhagavan, then on to the lotus feet of Sri Radha Gokulananda, to bless you and your father wherever he is, and slowly bring them closer to Krishna's lotus feet. And thank you so much for kindly sponsoring and being part of our bigger family. We are very grateful for your support, ongoing support. Really appreciate it. Mataji would like to say a few words, so I'll pass it over.
Thank you, Prabhu. That was lovely what you just said. I just wanted to say the journey has been material birth to my father, who's Brahmadev, and then the spiritual birth being in the Brahma Sampradaya under guidance of Srila Prabhupada. And true to his name, my father had a lot of reading Bhagavad Gita. I realize now a lot of Devta type qualities, and the request stays the same, that wherever he is, he should come in contact with a pure devotee and be able to move towards bhakti and be able to chant the holy name and make his way back to Godhead. And I would like all the devotees present here to offer that prayer, and also for Srila Prabhupada, the Parampara, the Panch Tattva, and Shri Radha Gokulananda as well, to bless him wherever he is. Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
You made me remember the pastime of Mahaprabhu, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. During his Mahaprakash Leela, he was seated on the altar of Srivas Thakur. He was exhibiting special transcendental form, and he requested everyone to ask for a boon. They were asking like this: can you make my mother devotee? Can you make my neighbor devotee? Can you make my aunt devotee? Like that. So I remember that pastime. Thank you so much. One more announcement. We have a little technical issue with that donation payment machine outside. We are fixing it. Hopefully by next Sunday it should be fixed. However, if you want to make any donation today by electronically using your card, I'm holding this. You can come and see me to make any electronic payments. Really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Nithai Gaura Premanandi. Hari Hari Bol. So we'll I will request everyone to stand up. So we will do Kirtan for next 30 minutes or so.
Sorry if I spoke to give you some support. That,
No. That's why. Can you help?
you want to stand, Prabhu? That would be nice. Behave yourself. You want to play? I forgot. I like I can use that water. Yeah.
Namo Vishnupadaya Krishnapastaya Bhutale Imati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Prakarine Nivesesha Sanyavadi Prastyatya Dasatarine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Prakarine Nivesesha Shunyavadi Prastyatya Dasatarine Jai Shri Krishna Caitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasati Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Caitanya Prabhu Nityananda Jaya Shri Krishna Caitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasati Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Caitanya Nityananda Jaya Shri Krishna Caitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasati Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Caitanya Nityananda Jaya Shri Krishna Caitanya
Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sari, Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jai Shri Krishna Caitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sari, Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Caitanya, Nityananda, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, oh, Raga. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hari Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hari Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hari Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Hari Hari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Gaura 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 Hare Gaura 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 Hare Gaura Gaura Hare. Gaura 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 Hare. Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga. Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga. Jaya Sachinandana, Jaya Sachinandana. Jaya Sachinandana, Jaya Sachinandana. Jaya Sachinandana, Jaya Sachinandana. Jaya Sachinandana, Jaya Sachinandana. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Gaura 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 Hare. Gaura 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 Hare. Gaura 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 Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hari Hari Gaura 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 Hare. Gaura 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 Hare. Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga. Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga. Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga. Jaya Sachinandana, Jaya Sachinandana. Jaya Sachinandana, Jaya Sachinandana. Jaya Sachinandana, Jaya Sachinandana. Jaya Sachinandana, Jaya Sachinandana. Jaya Sachinandana. Gaura, Gaura, Gaura Hari. Gaura, Gaura, Gaura Hari. Hari Hari Bol. Time's up, folks. But if you want more, please join us on Harinam Sankirtan. Hare Krishna.
Jayam Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajagacharya Shtotra Shata Shri Shri His Divine Grace A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jayam Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajagacharya Shtotra Shata Shri Shri His Divine Grace Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnavrinda Ki Jai. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Prem se कहो जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरियोवर्धन की जय। व्रज भूमि वृंदावन धाम की जय। नवद्वीप मायापुर धाम की जय। पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जय। गंगा माई की जय। यमुना माई की जय। तुलसी देवी की जय। भक्ति देवी की जय। कलयुग पावन श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। श्री पंचतत्व की जय। श्री श्री राधा गोकुलनंद भगवान की जय। शील प्रभुपाद की जय। निताय गौर प्रेमानंदी। All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories, all glories, all glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. Hare Krishna. May I request everyone to be seated. We have to make one important announcement before we go and take prasadam. Yeah. Satish Prabhu, if you are around, please come inside. Yeah, thank you very much. So Hare Krishna, dear devotees. So, do we need a bigger temple? Definitely the congregation is growing, isn't it? By Krishna's mercy, Prabhupada's mercy, more and more people are attending, and this room is getting congested, right? Getting smaller. And especially for Rajendra Lal Prabhu, we need more place for dance. Yeah. Kirtan is the important bit of the, devotional service. Mahaprabhu always says. So, okay, we got some good news to share with all of you. Last 3-4 years, we've been trying to find a place. We looked at many places, too many actually, but there were several issues with these properties. It was not ticking, these properties were not ticking our boxes. And one of the main concern is that the change of use. You can find a property, but changing it to the use of place of worship was not easy. So we had faced several obstacles over the time. Behind the scenes, the management had spent so much time unseen by anyone. So then we thought, let's explore what we can do with this temple. If you're not going to go elsewhere, can we do anything with this temple? We have no problem with the parking. Yes? never had any problems with the parking. Touch wood, neighbor's neighbor complained. We are not a quiet people, right? Are we quiet? Loudest. No neighbor complained so far. It's one of the best places. Not easy. Many temples in the residential area, they had this problem. Neighbors complaining. So we thought, yes, no neighbors are happy. I don't know if they're happy or not, but they never complained. They'll be delivered definitely by Caitanya Mahaprabhu. Yes. And no issues with parking, right? Close to the city center, not too far. Many students are able to join. So let's explore with this building. With keeping that in mind, we have applied for extension. So the plan is that merge that prasadam serving hall next door with the kitchen, right? We'll bring the kitchen in level with the prasadam serving hall, and prasadam serving hall is currently doesn't align with the kitchen. If you notice, then take it back and align with the kitchen and merge those both. We still have this room, and then you get a bigger hall, and then we can have access to the garden from there, and we will have kitchen in the basement. We can extend the basement also. We got kitchen. We can set up kitchen in the basement. So keeping that in mind, we have approached architect. We have been working with the architect for over a year, Satish Prabhu. More than a year. He's a wonderful, nice gentleman. And we had tens of meetings. We have applied for that extension through proper channel, everything through proper channel. And the good news is we got the planning permission granted by the council. I must say, on this note, our dear Satish Prabhu was one of the main pillars in driving this project. He had put countless hours unseen by anyone. We are very grateful for Satish Prabhu's family and for his continuous hard work. Really appreciate it. But we will keep you posted. We thought we would like to share. I know ideally we want even a bigger place, but it was not happening like. We thought let's go with this plan step by step. And he said that in the future also, if you want to sell this and buy a bigger property, the architect said you would not have a problem. Someone will easily buy this. It will add value. What we are doing to this property will add value to this property. These are the words of the engineer. And we thought we would share with all of you. And definitely we need all your support. Don't we need your support? We need your support. We'll make a bigger announcement at a later date, but today we have decided to share it with all of you. Thank you so much on this. Satish Prabhu, you want to add anything? Okay. Hare Krishna, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Nithai Gaura Premanandi. Hari Hari Bo.
Mahaprasade Govinde Nama Brahmani Vaishnave Supapunyavatam Rajan Vishwasune Vijayate Sharirar Vidyachal Jorindriyata Hekal Jive Fale Vishaya Sagare Dharmache Shivayati Loba Moisa Durmati Takshita Katina Samsare Krishna Bada Dayamoy Gauri Bara Jiva Jai Swaprasada Nidilobai Shri Anamrita Par Shri Radha Krishna Gunaga Femina Koshi Chaitanya Nitai Jai Nimai Jai Nitai, Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shri Bhagavad Mahaprasadam ki, Itai Gaura Premanande. Prasadam awaits next door.
Need your blessings. And always the youngsters get motivated. Many youngsters. So they were telling me it's good to see the youngsters sitting.